my God. What a crazy morning. Welcome into the blockchain basement. Give me a +1 in the chat if my sound is coming over to you. We are in a hot and heavy long right now. I gave the call in the Discover Investments Group Discord early this morning. I am in danger. Actually, just kidding. The trade's going great, and we are stop losses covering the trade. We're doing great. We might print a lot of money if this thing keeps moving up. We're going to be tracking Bitcoin's price. Also, Trump had a call with Xi Jinping this morning. We're going to look at that. We don't have many details yet, but it looks like things are getting hot. You know, just a quick message for everyone that's out there. I know the world's getting weird. Just remember this: hard times create nicotine men. Okay, nicotine men create good times. Good times create weed guys, and weed guys create the hard times. That's just the way the world works, folks. So welcome to the show. I'm going to be pouring some creatine, some pre-workout. We're getting ready for that. Really got that thing stuck on there right now. I'm going to be pouring some pre-workout in here. Give me the, you know what? I'm going to be kind of free for. I have a lot of charts to look at here. We got the live trade to cover. I'm feeling feisty though. You know, I'm feeling feisty. I get a lot of chats of people yelling at me about how the market's over, all this crap. And you know what? If they're right, I want to see the public shorts. I want to see the public shorts. If you're so bearish on the market, let me see the short. The only guy that I know that effectively shorts specifically and doesn't just constantly have schlongs out on the market, so he's right either way, is John Dalton in the Discover Investments Group chat. And I am learning a lot about short entry points from that dude. Guy's an absolute savage. He printed a really good short last night. But today's show, we're also going to be talking about something very, very important, which is California and the movement to literally seize Bitcoin left on exchanges through some little sneaky legislation that they're looking to move forward. If you do live in California, this message is for you. You need to reach out to every single legislator in your district and make sure that the government seizure of your Bitcoin on exchanges does not go down. They're trying to standardize government seizures of Bitcoin from exchanges. They're trying to make it normal. They're trying to convince you that it's okay, that it's here to help you. We're going to take a look at that story and more here. I got a lot of stuff to pull up here. Hold on. Yes, we're going to go over the Xi Jinping. We're also going to go over the breakout of the M2 money supply. Things are starting to get pretty heavy there. The outlook of government expenditure is not looking good when it comes to our debt in the United States. Honestly, it's about to get absolutely horrible. And this is a thing that's good for Bitcoin, bad for our buying power. Okay, so it's a very nuanced conversation, very aggravating to see. But you know what? We're gonna flow into it here. I'm gonna pull this up. Make sure you are following me. Oh, wrong setup there. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we can see. Make sure you're following me here on X. Okay, make sure you're following me there on X. Currently we are in a trade. I don't know. Yes. Okay. So I can pull this up here. Let's pull this widescreen and share this screen instead. So this is the trade I gave the signal for in the Discover Investments Group Discord today. I got in at around, what is the entry point? God, that's all right. So 103.97. Because yesterday I was like, I want something in the 103s. You know, I was looking for the 105 pullback 2 days ago. We did get that, but things just looked very, very weak price action wise. You know, I only had a small like 10% trade in this range, not much. Then we had the big news. This massive push up this morning, actually caused, in my opinion, by the news of Trump and Xi Jinping finishing a phone call. Looks like the trade conversation, trade negotiations is still moving forward, but this, you know, it had this short-term little whee, we had fun, but then a massive sell-off and liquidation of longs right after that. Man, this aggravated some of the best traders I know. And huge shout out Crypto Face. He is feeling pissed about this market. He's like, I'm going back into AI. Screw this. I mean, he's just messing around. I know he's going to get back in there, but it's been very chaotic. Seeing that pullback, I was able to get in this long. I gave the signal, as I said. Currently, liquidation sit for anyone that's in on the trade with me. I know Sufficient Enough is up in there. we got our stop losses set to cover the trade at the very minimum. So as I'm going through the rest of the show, the stories, all the other coins, I won't have to watch it very closely. H. Bardano, I think Sydney Sweeney's bar soap is a good investment. You do you, boo. You know what I mean? You do you. I got to say hello to the chat. I'll start up at the top here because you guys are awesome. I'm going to give you a shout out for joining me on today's beautiful show in this beautiful day in this beautiful life. We get along with leverage. And then when the market crosses the pi cycle top indicator, we can short with leverage. Kyle White, good morning. Green Day Profits, excellent to see you here. Alexander G, DJ Flexa. I go first. Matt B. Let's see here. Cali Crypto Dude, Piss Missile Explosion. H. Bardano, of course. French Toaster, good to see you, man. Good to see you. He's always up in the Sin City chat. I love seeing that guy. Pretty rich. All the other folks here, age 47. Let's see here. Jay Mizzle, Chewy. All right. So we got a pretty good. Also, oh God, I think I poured. Can you guys let me know? Did I already pour the pre-workout in here? I don't want to double. Let me smell it. I don't know if I. It looks like I did. It looks like I did. What up, Deucey? What up, Deucey? All right. So we got the general trade going on right now. That's great. There is a lot of aggravation in my mind. Like, we see this, and I'm trading this asset, Bitcoin. It's the most volatile asset on the planet. I'm doing it live for you guys, taking all the risks. But, another risk that I feel like we stand against is the risk of eventually the government becoming so bullish on Bitcoin that they set the guardrails to seize the Bitcoin. Okay, so this is something that's been on my mind for quite some time. It's like we saw in the 1930s, gold was being realized as the asset that should be utilized to back world currencies. Now, what do we see today? We see Bitcoin in that same realm of conversation. First, they started with BlackRock talking about Bitcoin being digital gold, and now we have things like this. Okay, so we have California just passed the first section of a bill to seize Bitcoin left idle on exchanges after 3 years of inactivity. Assets can be taken by the state under unclaimed property laws. Bill now heads to the Senate for a further vote. Let's have a listen to this front-end conversation from legislators in California on their nefarious plan to literally go into your exchange and seize your Bitcoin if you leave it alone for too long. Let's have a listen.
File item 186, AB 1052 by Assemblymember Valencia. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 1052 by Assemblymember Valencia, enacting the digital assets.
Assemblymember Valencia, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, muy buenas tardes, members. AB 1052 will establish a legal framework to legitimize digital assets, also known as cryptocurrency and blockchain, and unclaimed property law. California must protect consumer assets and embrace the legal recognition of digital assets, crypto, and blockchain as we continue to modernize our economy and the systems in our society. With that, I respectfully ask for a yes vote.
Thank you, Assemblymember Valencia. All debate having ceased, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. Clerk will close the roll, tally the votes
across the board.
0, the measure passes.
No one's against it. Look at this. None of these hawks are against this. And they don't. And I want to give like the nuanced talk, and I'll talk about what my thoughts are on this afterwards. Here, this is Eric Peterson. Sigh. This is not how the bill works. The bill puts digital assets under current unclaimed property law so that you can get the state. You can go to the state to ask for it back. Oh, yay. Oh, okay, so it's fine. We can trust them to just seize it to begin with and then ask for it back. But the bill keeps your Bitcoin as Bitcoin rather than liquidating it to cash. Oh, so that's the plus side of here. So they get to go in and steal the Bitcoin. We get the chance to ask for it back, and they get to keep it as Bitcoin. They're not going to liquidate it into their useless cash. Of course they're not going to liquidate it into their useless cash, you twit. It's a pro-Bitcoin on both. This Eric Peterson take makes me want to puke. And of course, he helped craft the bill. Imagine that. Imagine that. If you're in California, you need to absolutely light up those call lines, absolutely light up the email lines, reach out. Cali Crypto Dude, You need a Cali crypto dudes out there, I think, man. Oh my God. And the fact that this guy's like, oh, I hope craft the bill, so don't worry. We're gonna just take it, and then you could easily ask for it back. Hold on, I got bronze of it. What's that, buddy? What do you always gotta have mango? All right, you need to get a gosh, this is gonna take a while to open. There you go. I got you started, buddy. But you gotta use a spoon and you gotta kind of peel the skin away on the mango, okay? Just take your time with it, okay? And do it over a plate. Yeah, get a spoon, a metal spoon. From the sink. Well, not from the sink, from the drawers in the kitchen. He's eating a mango. He's such a sneaky kid. Last night, my son scared the hell out of me. Okay. Like this California bill scared me. I was sitting there playing PUBG. It was like in the middle of the night, and he just like comes creeping up behind me. God, absolutely terrifying. But yeah, I mean, this Eric Peterson like trying to dispel concerns about this. I think it's insane to get people to try to calm down when your state is literally laying out the legal framework to go seize Bitcoin just because you're leaving it on an exchange. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's check back in on the trade here. Trying to roll over. I got the stop loss still covering the entry fee here. We'll see if this holds. I don't know where I'm at. I'm probably like 20%, maybe 15 or something like that. Where am I at? Yeah, probably like 10%. 10% right now. We'll see if it holds. I got to cover all the news for you guys, though. Here's the other stuff. Senator Bill Haggerty comes out saying that a stable coin legislation is going to propel America's payment system in the 21st century. I'll have a listen to what he says, and then I'll tell you what it actually means after we listen to it. Let's go.
We have broad agreement, Kaylee, with respect to the content of this stablecoin legislation, My Genius Act. And this is going to, I think, take us into the 21st century in terms of upgrading our payment systems. It's going to have very desirable effects, taking the U.S. economy into the digital assets arena, keeping innovation here, lowering risk here in America, and putting in place guardrails that will protect consumers, because every one of these stablecoins will be backed up dollar for dollar with U.S. treasuries. Very positive outcome here. We've got very strong support. We have broad agreement, Kaylee, with respect to the content.
What the key point is, he actually mentions it and kind of admits it a little bit there, is the Treasury side. There is pressure on the Treasuries sector here in the United States and broadly across the world because, faith in fiat currency is waning. So governments essentially see companies like Tether becoming some of the biggest buyers of Treasuries. And so like, wait, we can continue our fiat Ponzi scheme if we make it scary enough for the crypto industry that we're going to try to just bludgeon them to death and not let them interact with the current infrastructure of money. We're going to let them play with us as long as they buy our treasuries, buy our debt to keep the Ponzi system going. It's probably one of the more aggravating things, but also this is where I've seen Wall Street and crypto kind of get intertwined. But yeah, it is aggravating for me to think about, how crypto is becoming so married to the current existing system, because I got into crypto to escape the system, and now we're seemingly becoming one in of the same. It's not the best feeling in the world. I gotta be honest with you. And you know what? One of the dudes that I really feel like is feeling this, he's probably feeling real aggravated with the current situation, is Mr. Elon Musk. So he responded to Coinbase and Brian Armstrong. This is from Discover Crypto's account. One of the world's richest men liking a post about Bitcoin taking over as the reserve currency. We are not bullish enough. How much Bitcoin do you think Elon Musk holds privately? I want you guys in the chat to let me know too. Like how many Bitcoin do you think Elon Musk is holding? This guy is one of the richest people on the planet. And he responded to Brian Armstrong and the comments, if an electorate doesn't hold Congress accountable by reducing the deficit to start actually paying down the debt, Bitcoin is going to take over as the reserve currency. Love Bitcoin, but strong America is also super important for the world. We need to get our finances under control. U.S. national debt outlook, honestly, for the last few years has not been great. It's slowed slightly from 2023 to 24. It pumped up to 36 trill from 34. Over the last year, it's bumped up under $1 trillion. So it's bumped up, like 60%. of a trillion, but Elon Musk 100% agrees. And the main concern he has is that the debt is going to be out of control from this damn spending bill. The U.S. national debt is projected to soar by $55 trillion by 2034 if this big, beautiful bill passes. So, and you know me, like on this show, I was like basically faced with the option of voting for and supporting Trump or Elon Musk, or not Trump or Joe Biden. I would prefer Elon Musk. That's what was on my mind. I'd prefer Elon Musk at this point because Trump, he came in here and he said that he was going to fix stuff. And now they're signing this big, beautiful bill and basically just sprinting to the absolute moon. Bearish for the longevity of our buying power in the dollar, bullish for Bitcoin's price action. There is no denying that. And the M2 money supply on the global scale has been continually breaking out. RIP Isaac. Is he still at Pride? Maybe. I don't know. Is Isaac still at Pride? No, I'm just kidding. He's out there at a church summer camp. He's doing a church summer camp for kids. Guys, what am I supposed to be? Mad at Isaac? How dare you go spread the word of God to children? Unbelievable. You selfish. Only thinking of himself. This is the global M2 money supply overlapped with Bitcoin. I'm not he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna have to take the entire show to explain himself, right? The small little bill. It's just that one time at band camp. Yo, hold on. Amicus. Hold on.
You are banned!
Come on, where can I find? Where are you? I gotta find out how to ban you, Amicus. I'm gonna find you. Hold on. This one time at bank. Yo, Isaac he's getting cooked in the chat. He's not even here to defend himself. Hold on. I'm gonna try to defend him for him here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. There we go. Unbelievable. All right. So this is the global M2 money supply overlaid with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's price, you know, if we do see that pullback, you know, we're looking at something. Let's zoom in. I can't really zoom in too much, but this pullback time frame is pretty in line with the M2. So this is why, you know, I'm like, okay, fine. We got to take a little bit of a haircut. God, trade's taking a little bit of a haircut too. I mean, it's still in profit. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. Maybe I can talk it up. It's this, and this chart pattern is what's driving people nuts. This is why you put the long, you see the entry points, you get the long in, you cover the stop loss to cover the fees. If this holds, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to beat myself up. I didn't lose a damn thing. Just trying to get out here and print some more tether. What it's all about. Protecting to trade another day, folks. And this, you know, the crazy chart pattern again, tied to this Trump and Xi Jinping conversation. They're finishing their call. But the real call here is Bitcoin, you know, following the M2 money supply. They're not going to stop printing. Markets realize there's going to be no stop in printing. It just, it's really, really aggravating. It's really, really aggravating to me to see that, you know, there is no stop to government printing and there is no stop to this, you know, autonomous control of our speech, our online activity. Hello, Brooklyn. She wants a mango. All right, it's in the mini fridge right there. I love you, honey. Kids keep sneaking up on me. So let's look at this control mechanism. The CIA can't operate without it. The Pentagon can't function without it, and Wall Street can't trade without it. Yet most people have no idea what Palantir or what I think Base calls it like Planetar or something. How the government let a $300 billion surveillance company track you everywhere. It's software that's used by agencies to hunt terrorists, Ferrari to optimize F1 strategies, and banks to check if you become a loan defaulter. Also by airlines to fix issues before any crashes occur. By the end of this thread, you'll know what it's plugged into so many different things. Okay. It's plugged into the CIA funding plan, put in place on the Gotham deployment in Afghanistan and Iraq for anti-terror, Foundry launch, you know, for commercial clients and Airbus, direct listing on New York Stock Exchange, the AI platform now in 2023. And honestly, but ahead of the game when it came to AI and defense AI, partnered with global governments on a battlefield for AI and defense systems. Peter Thiel founded Planetar after 9/11. He wanted to build a company that could help catch terrorists before they and also track them anywhere, but no one was ready to invest in it. Enter CIA venture In-Q-Tel, which invested $2 million and became their very first client. So interesting starting point there. And honestly, like this organization is cooked into most aspects of lives, and the loss of freedom through a private organization is right in front of our eyes. Like the loss of freedom with a private organization right happening. The loss of my gains happening right before my eyes too. Jesus, right as I start talking about, see, DZ pumps and then it just dumps back down when I'm talking. What did I do? Look at this. Look how close it got. It's gonna do it. It's gonna take it out. I know it's gonna do it. Let's watch this live. We're gonna watch this live. You silly chart here. Maybe it won't. Oh Lord, I'm gonna slam some pre-workout. Hold on. I'm probably gonna flip this table over by the end of it. Gots to be careful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's see it. Just do it. Do it now. I'm like James Wynn. Do it. Unbelievable. This is good content right here. Let's see it. Dun-dun-dun. Where's the music? Hold on. Where's the let's see here. Ah! Ah! They got me. Oh, all right. Well, the trade didn't cost anything. I'm still looking at fine. Then I have to look at 103.5, you know. Let's watch. It's stop loss, Hunter. The cabal is after me, you guys. Donations can be found here. Here's my donation address. That was kind of fun, actually. That was I love the music with that. All right, so where are we going, you freaking Bitcoin? Probably 103.5. Let's look at this. Let's see here. 103.5 in the short term during the day. It's really losing some steam. Really losing some steam. Look at that big pump from all the excitement, and then just at least I don't lose a damn dollar. Don't lose a damn dollar because we practice protection. Practice protection. Let's see here. Volume of 102.5. I mean, this 103.5 definitely looks strong. Like if we weren't in just a general macro uptrend area, I'd feel like shorting. I just don't like shorting I don't like shorting. Try screw pre-workout like a goon. Then they'd get the clip of the powder all over my face. That would go viral, huh? Maybe that's how I get famous. Maybe that's how I just boom right in the face. 102.7 looks pretty strong. This is all on the weekly. So yeah, now you're stuck sniping for long entries with me. I mean, it's still strong to the upside, but there is some cash to grab down here in the 102 zone. Gonna have to be patient. For it, folks. I wonder what altcoins are looking like as well. Let's go look at let's start snooping around coin market cap here. Start snooping around. I want to check out the trending coins. Got to open this up a little bit and get the trending coins. I'm noticing the trenches are trying to wake up a little bit. Against my wishes, the trenches are waking up. Oh my God, Raven coin, really? Raven coin is trending? It's over. It is over. Raven coin is up 40% today, 45% or 42%. Oh my God. What happened to the Raven coin mining community? Are they going nuts? Jeez. Multiverse needs the market to dump. You know, oh my god, you guys are unhinged. Pi token is the third most trending. Lagrange is the number one trending token here. What the hell is this? It's like brand new. Lagrange. 44 mil. It's insane. These things come out with like a 44 mil market cap, like right out of the gates. Cock Inu soon. Let's see here. Lagrange. Token claims. I don't know. Probably insiders pump it and then dump it. Trending coins are always interesting to look at here. Let's go back to what is trending. So Erigo, WeMix, Pancake Swap, Tongue Coins. Sui is actually, we're getting a little bit of a pullback on Sui. Finally. Could not find the stream on YouTube, like it's non-existing for me. Am I completely banned off of YouTube right now? Is there anyone in this? I see you guys. You guys are here. God, sentiment is so down in crypto. And these are like my really exciting times to cover crypto. It's so backwards. Sui, let's see what we can look for on Sui. Because honestly, if Bitcoin keeps rolling over, we're going to get some haircuts. Boy, I tell you what. So clearly I'm looking in the $2 range. Like 230. This range right here. Let's see here. What I'm doing is I'm mapping it because I want Sui. But I want it for cheaper. I'm shadow banned. What? Let's see. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna look on my phone. Let's see. God, are they shadow banning me again? I thought they got over that. They gave up on that. Let's see here. I'm doing this on my phone. What? That's crazy. All right. Well, you know what? Like maybe you guys can help me out. Just share the stream out. How about let's put it on our, they can't shadow ban. If we all share the stream, we can overcome this. Share the stream. Help me out. Don't let them bury me. God. Unbelievable. All right. So Sui, I want me some Sui. My mom's got some. Of course, she's top blasting alts. My mom, she always is top blasting alts and then buying like loads of Bitcoins. Always doing. Oh gosh. Do we try to redo this trade live on air? Am I that crazy? I am that crazy. Hold on. Oh no, I can't do it. Alex, so we got, see that? We tried. See, and what gave me the justification this morning is the VWAP was clipping up. I didn't yet have like the volatility wave. Now this volatility wave is just going to get pretty big. All right, fine. I'll leave it alone for now. Go back to get entry points on good projects here. So Sui, I think the top end of this old school range would be juicy. Around $2 would be a nice juicy spot for me. So I'll leave that there for Sui. That's what I'll watch. Because if we get that rollover on Bitcoin, then we could get a lot cheaper prices on good alts for sure. And Bitcoin, of course. True Salmon really wants to check out the Death Cross. Death Cross like Mark Bottoms. Death Cross. Let's see what we got here. Sandman. What up, man? What up, Sandman? Let's see here. What are we talking about? Bitcoin's 50 MA. SMA is about to cross the 200 SMA to the downside in a bullish trend, which in a conventional market known as a death cross. History tells a lot of stories. If you read it right, yada, yada, yada. They're talking about this. You know, I think these are just going to compress together, dudes, in D-debts. Like, me personally, like, I understand the name Death Cross. It sounds scary. For me, as long as we're holding this 100 level, even if this does cross, I'm feeling fine. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I know that really what I've been watching and what has been working for me in aggregate in really nailing the calls is the 4-hour MACD. 4-hour MACD to track where the market's going. So let's go here. Let's add actually, we can go to L Bank. Let's go to L Bank. Make this smaller. How do I always forget how to make this smaller. Okay, there we go. So I want to go to trading view. Bam. And indicators. The 4-hour MACD is what I'm using more so than anything. Oh no, that's 1 minute. All right. Yeah, this MACD needs a little bit more swoop to the downside. Like I saw it starting yesterday, which is why I was real hesitant. Didn't even trade yesterday. This I need to see this kind of reset to the downside. So really, I am being careful about this, but as long as we're holding, oh snap, I got to get the actual horizontal line. As long as we're holding above this general range, I'm feeling good. Sentiment is about to get real bad on altcoins, just so you know. You can clearly see it though, like the volume node, we're at a pretty damn important volume node level at that 103.75. That is where a lot of that liquidation happened. God, are we at that price actually right now? We're at 103.9 still. So that is where I'm not too concerned. And I'm having a lot of fun trading Bitcoin just to gather more tether. While alts are so boring and keeping people asleep, that's why I turn the heat up when we're ranging like this in the trading. Only that because I get these volume nodes to work off of and kind of just the generalized levels. I have a lot more fun trading ranges. And we have, basically 3 major ranges. We got the 103, 104 spot. That's this volume node right here. We got the 94, 2, and then the 84 essentially right there. So we have some good data to work off of. I like trading these environments quite a bit while we sit here ranging. And you know what? Your volume nodes are sore. Already dead inside. The pain in the alts is real. That's why I'm feeling great because I think this is the most money I've ever made in just trading in the past like month or two. This pull down to 75K and the retest of that previous range high was like the easiest YOLO of my life. This previous range high right there, easiest YOLO of my life. So, almost knocked my tooth out. I got fake teeth. Headbutt too hard. I headbutted a shorter guy. Ever since then, I've had fake teeth. So let's look at the actual runners today. Is there any? It was Toncoin, the $3. Walrus within that sweet ecosystem. Take a look at this. I know it's ran into some problems. It was kind of like the sweet ecosystem took a hit from that exploit, but actually it might have honestly just opened up some entry points. Let's go to DeFi Llama 2, dudes and dudettes. Let's go to DeFi Llama 2. Sucking too much titty. Yeah, Sandman, I know that that's the explanation. I'll leave this up. So I'll explain it. We had talked about that, the 50 EMA, crossing below the 100 EMA on the 4 hour, Silver Death Cross, and 100 EMA going below 200 EMA on the 2 hours of Golden Death Cross. That's good input. That's just, I am not in the position to think that we are going down into the 60K range, 70K range. I feel like we're going to be holding at this 100 plus spot. That's me personally. And I know that there's a lot of data that bears are using out there, and the average person out there that's a crypto influencer, they're going to cover both options. I take risks. Okay, I cover my option. I acknowledge the other side, but you know what? I have to have a stance. If I cover both sides, be like, could go up, could go down. You might as well be watching a weatherman that tells you, "Hey, the rock is wet. It's raining outside." That's how I feel. That's how I feel. So let's go to DeFi Llama. Let's go to DeFi Llama. So I want to look at Cetus and I want to look at Walrus here because I'm getting focused on Swee's ecosystem. If you look at Swee, here's why. Let's look at why. Swee to Bitcoin is looking great. Swee to BTC is actually looking really good. Collapse this. Bam. Look at that. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Good upside. Good upside, not getting bludgeoned to death. I could see it coming down to this kind of level right here. I'll actually set this on this graph as well. But Swee's comparison to Bitcoin is really great. So now I feel inclined to explore the ecosystem, find out what kind of cool little projects we can find within that ecosystem. So let's go to token price compared to TVL. What the hell is this? Is that the TVL? You know what? Their TVL might have been swept. Or TVL might have been swept from that exploit. Sometimes this just takes time to update. But that actually might be bad news. See this. Let's go to the price. Go to the price graph here. I know. Crypto Stevo. Thorchain been hacked like 4 times and still chugging along fine. Oh my god. Spud still hurting Swee. Stevo, I want your opinion too. Like, do you think that this DeFi Llama data is shown as accurate? Because it shows a massive pullback on TVL. It says it went from 250 mil down to 33. I thought that they reinstated the TVL and fixed the exploit stuff. And I thought that they stopped the action from happening. Hack me, daddy. Oh my god. Well, you know what? I want to find out about this because this is kind of worrisome. This is definitely worrisome. I do want to check the TVL comparisons of the other projects that I really like. Let's go to Ondo. Not Cetus Ondo, just Ondo. Bam. Let's see here. He's savage. Still buying. Don't give AF. Savage. Crypto Steve is saying didn't stop peeps from unlocking. Ooh. What a pullback on that TVL. Ondo's still looking great. That's super. All right. This is the TVL to price comparison on Ondo. And it's still looking very, very solid. That's good. Let's go to the others. Let's go to Morpho. I really like Morpho. And Morpho's been actually holding up pretty good in terms of price. Look at Elon's X. Give me a second here. Morpho looking delicious as well. Let's go to Elon Musk X. We go check out Elon's X. Did he go nuts? What is Elon up to? What's he gonna look at? All right, we'll look at AVAX here in a second too. Still hold a good bag of AVAX. Oh my god. Oh man. Elon continues to mount the high school pressure campaign. Oh, Dude, look what he is doing. Wise words. And he brought up Trump's words, bro. This is so. Why is Trump doing? Cannot believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I'm a Republican and I'm embarrassed. So now he's a Republican president extending the debt ceiling. Oh, Elon's got to be going through with this one. This is the villain arc. This is Elon Musk's villain arc, man. So crazy. All for cuts to the bill. It's big, but it's not beautiful yet. The Senate's job is to make the bill better. Let's have a listen to this. This stuff matters, man. This is the villain arc. This is Elon Musk's villain arc.
Do you think that there is progress being made in the Senate to get the votes to pass this bill, or are you anticipating that the Senate will make some revision and send it back to the House?
Well, I would say that, from the House perspective, or at least my perspective, it's big. It's not quite beautiful yet. And so maybe this is the opportunity. With Elon coming out criticizing the bill, maybe we'll see some of the senators make some changes, make some additional cuts, and then likely it'll pass, and then it comes back to us. Now, that'll put a few of my House colleagues in a box, but at the end of the day, that's what we promised the American people. And, right now, there doesn't seem to be quite a consensus forming in the Senate as what the direction is going to be. So I think it's kind of, what I'll say is Elon, I think, reset the conversation with his most recent tweets, for better or worse. But again, I think the Mike Lees and some of the more conservative senators, that emboldens them to try to get more, again, make it truly big and beautiful, not just big. Because right now it's rather large. But I think there's the opportunity for them to improve the bill, to make some additional cuts. You'll see some of those more conservative senators come online, and then, of course, the House votes on it. But like you said, I don't know that the votes are there if it were to be voted on today as is.
Do you
So, and I'm seeing this. I got breaking at a Roz alert. Tensions are escalating between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, as they should. Shout out to Elon. The two have entered into a public feud. So, honestly, like, you ain't fixing anything by passing this bill and printing $10 trillion. Like, you're not fixing anything. And you know what? Like, Elon found trillions of dollars of waste. They literally lost the entire tax revenue from last year. They lost $1.4 trillion. Elon goes to the Treasury. He's like, hey, where's all this money going? Why are you losing all this money? The Treasury lead quit. The Treasury lead quit. They would not open the books to Elon. Like, how aggravating is? He's like, he finds this massive pile of fraud. And then there's like, oh, I don't know what you're looking at. I can't tell. We're not going to vote on that. Jesus. That's aggravating. That is aggravating. Let's see if I can get back in this trade here. Dylan says I got liquidated. No, I got stopped out. I covered the fees on it. I stopped out because couldn't monitor the trade. It is what it is. Some rough days. 3 rough days in a row here. What's that level? Looking feisty right now. Yeah, the markets are not liking it. The markets are not liking it. Because let's go back and snooping for altcoins. Unbelievable. So this Seizures protocol, honestly, like I like Swee's ecosystem, but this Seizures protocol, I will need to see TVL tick back to the upside. Now let's go back to DeFi Llama. So Morpho, the lending protocol, it stems heavily from Base, but this is Coinbase's golden child for Bitcoin loans into stable coins. I like it still doing really, really good. So that is good. Let's hop on over. And if you guys, you know what? Let's look at AVAX as well. Sadly, we might end up with a Dem next election. Yeah. Yeah, Elon. Yeah, this is literally this. Elon didn't have to do any of it. He found the fraud and the savings. Then they spend even more offsetting any potential savings. He took much heat for nothing. Absolutely, Byron. Absolutely. And I think Elon's probably too focused on the tech advancements and everything that he's doing with his companies to want the job of president. He could probably get the votes. Elon could probably. I think I would vote for Elon. Absolutely. Let's go look at AVAX. Okay, let's look at AVAX and see where we're sitting on AVAX, because AVAX has been a project like I got it. The bag is built at $10, but I took a ton of profits at 50. I still got the moon bag and I bought a little bit more. I think at around like 13 or $15. So I do want to see where AVAX is at right now and kind of track this. Then I'll also show you my escape plan for Avalanche as well. Oh, snap. Circle pause due to volatility. No way. Woo. Oh, yeah. He can't run. Elon can't run. He's not born in the USA. JD's not going to. JD's not. We need a Rand Paul. We need a Paul in there or Elon. Elon can't even do it. He's not even American. All right, so AVAX still up from that refill point. That's good. At like $15. That's super. How did I get that? Yeah, Jesus. I bought that. Nice. All right. So we're sitting at $19 right now. Higher lows created generally. I mean, honestly, it's been kind of crazy with this big pullback. You know, and when we see these, this is kind of like a baby pump that we had in March of 2024, then it pumped again. So it looks pretty strong. I feel good about AVAX in general. Like it's plugging itself into RWA's side, into gaming. It's kind of like it's a multi-headed hydra in terms of a blockchain. It's currently number 15. How I know when to sell the AVAX is on the pairing chart to Bitcoin. Here's the sweet Bitcoin chart. But let's go to AVAX to Bitcoin. And I'll show you kind of the game plan here. So I think most of these alts are trending to zero. Maybe AVAX breaks up and beyond this, but I'm not going to be there to experience that because I am GTing this thing. They call me GTS Maximus when this thing runs up against Bitcoin to this old school trend line. So this is all I'm expecting. If it goes in above and beyond it, then, you know, fine. You know, I missed out on, you know, AVAX going from $13 to $1,000, $2,000. But if AVAX is able to run up to this old school trend line, then we're talking $100+ AVAX, because you got to keep in mind gaining against Bitcoin that's over $100,000 means some major moves for AVAX, which is currently sitting at $19. So I'm going to be feeling fine should that go down. I'm still well in profit on the whole bag in general. But when I do see this move and, you know, kind of this moment where, and these generally last, these moves against Bitcoin, they generally last for only like a month or two. Like you can see, they're very short-lived spikes to the upside, and then Bitcoin dominance comes in to rain terror on alts very shortly after that. So just keep that in mind. That is what I'm looking at. You know, Syncmaster, you know what? Maybe the people in our country that are in control of it, that I had faith in, that literally just betray us constantly, make us want an unhinged South African to run the damn country. Maybe the fact that Elon comes from a place where literal genocide is being committed against his race, and he understands the implications of DEI in a very physical and tangible manner, is a better option than a bunch of people that have sat on the top of the money heap this entire time that just keep the Ponzi going. Maybe we want to crack a couple eggs. Maybe it's time to light this candle, right? Maybe. So there is that. Honestly, he's on a villain arc though. I mean, the dude he's running XAI and X, you know X. He's running the Boring Company. He's running space systems. I mean, the dude, if, you know, hell cometh with him if he has that fury, man. He's going to get, hopefully he doesn't go too unhinged, because that guy can cause some van damage. Now, let's go back to the general crypto market here. I do want to see, I can tell the trenches are waking up here. Crypto bubble. It's been kind of fun, just free forming, going along. Let's see here. Crypto bubbles. Bam. All right. So, you know, and speaking of the dudes and the systems that have been in control for too long, right? And I'm going to speak very carefully so that we don't get even more shadow banned. Okay. But there's been a system in a group that have been in control for quite some time. There's one dude here that I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. Dave Portnoy. Okay. And now, oh my God, Byron with the gifted 20 membership. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Absolutely. So Dave Portnoy is basically trying to kill freedom of speech and the ability to joke, right? He's going after one of his employees, basically wanting to fire the guy because he made a joke about a certain spectrum of people. Dave Portnoy, I found out, is 5'10", and I am kind of surprised because he's always standing next to these tall guys, and he's like, he's looking not too much shorter than him. Look what he's doing. He's standing on his tippy toes for all of these photos. Every time he is near tall people, he is standing on his tippy toes. And then he's next to like a 5 foot tall jockey and he's standing flat footed. Unbelievable. And if you literally can't, if you are a person that wants to go after people for making jokes and you think that freedom of speech shouldn't exist for certain sectors of people, because if we lose the freedom of speech, then all the other aspects of our freedoms go away. Like the idea to make jokes and to be the gesture is something that came out of, is like in medieval times, even when you'd have like a king that was being a tyrant, you still had a gesture that could come in, make fun of the king for being a tyrant, wake people up with the act of comedy. And comedy is one of the OG ways to communicate with people in very, very awkward, hard times. You cannot go after comedians. Okay. You have to. And I went to the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas. The comedians, they're like, can we be like truly funny? Is it okay? Life is way too easy for you if you get upset about jokes. 100%. What words can you not say in Florida? Because I know, like, if you are threatening violence, like if you are like, I'm going to kill someone, then that's bad. That's a law against that. You cannot threaten to literally go after someone, but making jokes, that shouldn't be a thing. So let's see here. Back to crypto. I'm getting really sidetracked. Dave Portnoy got me sidetracked. This is kind of cool. A solo miner successfully mined an entire Bitcoin block. $330,000 worth of Bitcoin mined off a solo. I'm going to plug this bad boy in. The Disruptor USB solar miner. And I'm going to see if I can mine me a block here. I already have that other solo miner running, but what an absolute G. $330,000 in Bitcoin, no KYC, just earned it raw. Going in there like a total giga chad. Unbelievable. I'm going to be using this thing on top of the other solo miner. I am Circle ripping day one. Let's see. I want to see if I can find Circle on TradingView here. Bam, bam, bam. Circles. Give me the ticker. What's the ticker? Give me the ticker. No, can't say. And then, you know what? I just said it, so I'm probably even more shadow banned. Where'd I get this solo miner? This is from Bitcoin merch, but wait to pick them up until I get I should have affiliate code tomorrow. But these things, I met the CEO. We already have been advertising them. I mean, fuck, we've sold like thousands of these things already. So it's CRCL. All right, CRCL. Let's see here. CRCL. Oh my God, what is going on here? This is the first day of a meme coin. No, this is on the week. Oh my lordy. Let's get some zoomed in action. This is the 15-minute Holy cow. Holy cow. This thing is going bananas. These are 15-minute candles. It's at 43% in like, what, a half hour? Woo! Things are getting wild. Things are absolutely getting wild. Man. BTC pushing lower. Hey, this is nice and volatile trading activity right there. All right, Bitcoin's trading lower. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Hey, I'm glad I didn't lose anything on that trade. I protected myself. I could have took it for like 20%. I just, I put the stop loss to cover the fees. It is what it is. I was shooting for more. Let's see here. Old school stopping point right there. About 1033. Very glad I was careful. And I exercised responsibility today. I did it again. Protected the peeps. Let's see here. We did good. Sufficient enough. We did good. Not good enough though. No, I'm just kidding. We did a great job. The entry point is good. We protected ourselves. That's huge. That is huge. Trading is all about learning and patience and being able to trade to print to tether another day as well. 102 is kind of the zone I got to look at, ladies and gents. 102 is kind of the spot because this MACD still has plenty of room to flush to the downside. Go big or go home. That's right, baby. That's right. Doge just plummeted. No. What? The Doge, the crypto token? Let's go look at it. God, things are all over the place here. 6% down. This is probably like everything else. Crypto. Jeez Louise, the feud. Oh my gosh. Objectively, real reality. Objectively, I'm kind of feeling that too. Like around 102. I'm feeling that too. Because like the general Bitcoin graph, like not looking. Okay. And we were having a lot of fun off that trend line for a while. Then it broke yesterday. So, I mean, like you're looking at like 108. That's really close to what I'm looking at too. Let's go look at the liquidation map here. While things are boring, I got to keep showing you guys how I'm printing more tether. I just feel wrong not. What is this? Am I locking up the computer here? Hold on. All right, so the 12-hour. All you need to get into the Discord is an LBank. All you need is an LBank user ID, and then you email it to office at Hit Network. We'll get you in there for absolutely no cost. I was in there all morning. So yeah, 102.9. Actually, that's a good looking spot right there, bro. That's a good looking spot right there, bro. Let's scoot that on down. 101.9. Or is it 102.9? I think it's 102.9. That's showing here. Yeah, 102.9 is what that's showing. Honestly, the 101.9 might not be a bad spot. Oh, I got a child behind me. TJ just got back in, Nasty. We're working on it. He had to do a bunch of stuff yesterday, so I'm gonna get some. I know we're gonna have some good options for the sub 15K NFT holders. Here's the market at large. Pain across the board. Blood. That's how that Elon drop. I mean, it's kind of the same as like the rest of this stuff here. Let's see if anything's been. Everything is just taking a brutalization over the past. Did Trump say something? I wonder if Trump came out with any crazy comments here. Because God, this dude is scaring the market. Let's see here. Trump is scaring the market. Nothing yet. Last thing he talked about was the steel industry, and then the attack in Colorado. So nothing crazy about that. What up, Matt King? I keep trying to go on the arena every single day. I try to go on the arena and it freaking breaks on me. I stream all day as is. I'm like trying to get on. And also, do you guys think we should go live on Pump Fun? The problem with me, like initially, is that we'd have to create a token to be able to go live on Pump Fun. Like, what would we even call the token? What would we even call it? You know? And then it opens up to like, I would have to create a, like, do not buy this token. I own everything and I will cheat on you. Like, or Getimus Maximus. You know? Getimus Maximus would be a good kind of preface for people to know what's coming. Matthew's like, no, no, no. The Dirty Dweller token. Or blocked. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Getimus Maximus, though, I think that'd be it. They could just know I am gonna yeet. I'm gonna jeet and yeet this thing. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Fear and Greed sitting here at 55. We are flatline in the middle of Fear and Greed right now. Let's check it out. Pre-workout. Dump it. Oh man. Man, oh man. What a rollover. Bitcoin's still rolling down. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Really pushing down. Markets are not liking this Elon Musk and Trump feud here. Not loving the Elon Musk and Trump feud. Even if you tell them it's going to zero, they still buy. Yeah, but you tell them it's literally going to zero. You know, get banned out of jail. Nasty. Hold on.
You are banned!
Yeah. Where is this? Oh god. Oh god. No, hold on. I just killed him. Here, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. So I overdid it. I over blocked Sack Nasty's stepmom, and so I just add you as a mod. Hopefully it comes back. Oh my god. Hopefully I didn't just like dust him forever. See, this is why like the fine ban hand of Isaac comes into play because he like doesn't overdo it. I'm like, ban this man forever. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? Oh my god, I gotta pull this. Bro, what kind of what are you doing with that profile thing? See, this is the kind of content you get if you're willing to stick to the end of the show there, folks. What I showed yesterday on the show got us like literally blocked. Like I had to cut out like an entire chunk of the show. All right. Oh my god. Piss missile. I don't know what that was. Sack Nasty's mom. Are you still there? Hold on. Oh, I gotta find out if Sack Nasty's mom is still here or not. Infected. Oh man. Sack Nasty's stepmom. Unhide. Okay, there you go. Okay, I unhid. I unhid Sack Nasty's stepmom. I made him a mod and then I didn't even, or I made her a mod, you know, I wanna go along with it, but there we go. All right, there we go. There you go. There you are. You lived. You know, it's kind of like Gigaband. If I would have closed the stream and never gotten back to that comment, bro, that would have been it. All right, so we just washed out. We went down to 103. Let's check it out. Right in the lightning. You know, I might take another short-term swing at this damn thing. I might take another swing. If we can get 102.9, there's actually a pretty good chunk there. In general, like someone mentioned like 101.8 or like 102 flat. I don't disagree with that. I just don't want to be sitting on my laurels waiting for this to come. Sitting on my laurels waiting for this to come tomorrow and not catch if this is the actual bounce spot. So let's go to actually check out entry point concoction here. Circle is being bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Circle went from $60 over 100. Now it's at 79. Super crazy. Circle is going to be the future, like what we know as a CBDC. Like, I think that that's going to be one of the most powerful private companies on the planet. I feel that way. I feel that way. May not agree with it happening, but I do see it happening. All right, let's see here. Yeah, like Circle, Coinbase, those are damn good stocks. Ooh, snap. Okay, so we got this. The volatility wave did go down to the 62. Oh boy. Make for exciting trading times. God, that was a fast drop right there. It's only pumped a little bit from that. Let's set this next one. I want like 102.9 if I can get it. I have difficulties I'm going to be working out here in a minute. So, probably will freaking happen while I'm working out. Watching out for this though. Don't look at this noise on the 1 minute. It really means nothing. Like the 15-minute, these mean something. And you can see they clearly mean something. The volatility wave to the downside, the green dots there, they mean something. Monitoring it on the 4-hour definitely works. God, delicious. That would be absolutely delicious. You know what? I might up the amount because I'm trading with like 10% right now, like maybe $1,000. Yeah, I might up the amount, go up to like 20% of the trading bag on this one if I can get it. Because that'd be a big move. What up, Naughty Ways? We're just chilling here, looking at this Circle Major Week. Good job. Costco Pizza. Yeah, what is the Nasty's? Oh, God, I clicked the button again. What is up with that profile picture, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Thankfully, I had that stop loss on, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm having to look at like 102.9 right now in the immediate time frame. Looking at 102.9. Yeah. We're just chilling here. I'm having fun. I accidentally clicked Sack Nasty's stepmom's profile picture. And dude, I'm not clicking it for you again. It is. I know it's a Head and Shoulders, Kelly. I know. This is the pain. We just went up, but our loins say down. 102.9. Watch out for this. Gonna watch out for this. All right. What a crazy day. What a crazy day. Too much pre-workout. Not enough. I haven't even finished it. All right. Whew. What percent of your total bag is your trading bag? About 10%. About 10%. I will dry scoop the next one. Yeah, I'm trading with about 10% of my total bag, though, just so you guys know. Like, it is not my whole portfolio by any means. 10% of my portfolio is on the front lines fighting for more bucks. And then each trade is like 10% of that. Thanks, Indie Halo. Listen every day on your phone. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm totally going to dry scoop next time. All right. So I'm going to be watching this very, very closely. It is sketchy where we are at right now. I understand that. Let's see here. Rebel Circus, you're welcome. You're welcome, my peeps. Yeah, I'm not trading with the whole bag by any means. What is this? Got into a fight with another customer over my slice of pizza trying to cut people in line. Costco pizza, it's delicious. That's actually the talk with TJ is coming up after the show, Mr. Nick Dunn. Costco pizza is delicious. Jets Pizza is superior. Jets Pizza is superior. So I'm watching this, you guys. We are in very, very rocky times. Stone baked pizza, that's good. There is some juice below us. I feel very strongly that I'll clip this and we'll be able to experience those next highs. Oh, Sharon bringing up Abo's. You know, I used to work there. Pizza is delicious. So I got to watch these lower movements here, you know, and if I do re-enter the trade, I will give the update in the Discover Investments group chat. I'm a psychopath. I know I didn't lose any money today. I just covered the stop loss on the entry, so it was a free trade. Should have just took the freaking 20% we made in like the first half hour of it. But it is what it is. Shooting for big stuff here. So love and appreciate you guys. The markets are unsure. Elon Musk is pissed. California wants to steal your Bitcoin off exchanges. And the moral of the story is the government wants to take your Bitcoin. Keep your Bitcoin on a cold storage device. For the love of God, use an Arculus cold storage device. These things are amazing. We got a code BASE10. Link in the description. If you're keeping all your crypto on exchange, you're doing it wrong. I am in here in crypto to control my money and not let banks come and seize it. So I love you guys. Take advantage of this power we got, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.
Marijuana.